2, 1.
It's typical weather for Singapore. A tropical storm provides an additional challenge for this AFL match, but doesn't deter players or the enthusiastic spectators.
A year ago we had a big downpour and basically realised that the goalposts were floating away. You'd rather have a kick in some pretty tough conditions as opposed to not having a kick at all.
Like the Singapore Wombats, the Malaysian Warriors take Aussie rules seriously.
No one who comes and joins the Warriors is ready to quit football. We all want to keep playing hard and we want to play just as good and just as hard as any of the teams back at home.
On this occasion, Singapore claims victory. But off-field, these arch-rivals bond over their love of the code.
Pretty much every country in Southeast Asia has got its own AFL team and they're full of the same passionate, driven people that you'll find in an AFL club back at home.
That passion has helped grow Australian rules football across Asia. Here in Singapore, the club is celebrating its 21st year.
At the end of the day, it was a couple of blokes probably 21, 22 years ago here in Singapore, sitting at a bar, a little bit homesick, didn't get a lot of football on TV, and they sort of got their heads together and thought surely there must be more than 3 of us who'd like to have a kick of footy.
Around the region, there are now Aussie rules clubs in at least 17 countries, with most playing in the Asian Championships. Volunteers run the clubs and recruit new players, with sponsorship the key to keeping the code alive.
It's not cheap to hire grounds here in Singapore. Nothing's cheap in Singapore, so we need that really for the support to keep the club going and try and get guys down and get involved.
Rooster, as he likes to be called, is one of the veterans of AFL in Asia. He moved here almost 20 years ago and since then has represented 24 countries and is not hanging up his boots yet.
Can't get enough and at my age I don't get much of a run with the big boys. I might get 5 minutes a game, so if I play 20 games a year that's the equivalent of one game really.
The games here may not have the same crowd numbers as Australia, but the football community is just as strong. And for these players, the code also delivers a crucial link to home.
It is a big deal. It is a real part of feeling at home when you're so far from home, when you've left your community and you've left your friend groups at home. This is that replacement. This is that surrogate family.
I was lucky enough to get adopted or become part of this football club. It's like a family, the club, you know, everyone looks after each other and looks out for each other, so it's a very great place to be involved in.
As for the grand final, it's the one day these teams unite in the name of the game and celebrate Australia's signature sport.
Certainly the AFL Grand Final function is the item on the social calendar in Singapore, and it's much the same in Jakarta and KL and these days in Yangon as well. All over Asia, the Australians and wannabe Australians will get together and have a great social event, really getting in touch with what we miss from back home.